Alright, so I figured I'd put my money where my mouth is, because I made a whole short about how VTubers have to do reaction content, but I haven't done reaction content in a long time. So, we're going to be reacting to more Pars. Now, I haven't subscribed to him despite consuming his content like a madman. Let me fix that. I've consumed his shorts so many times, and while I watched a bit of this, I didn't watch much of it. And so, we're just going to react to it and see how these toads broke Australia, because I need subscribers and views, and you're going to like my content whether you like it or not. This is not a negotiation. This is an order. So subscribe right now so that I can make money off YouTube. Like, I'm genuinely serious. I'm not even shitting you. So yeah, let's get into this, and more Pars, take it away.
Some of the deadliest animals on the planet. But what if I told you there's one creature they all fear? An invasive species, millions strong, wiping out native animals that we are locked in combat with to this very day. What kind of vile beast is capable of spreading such reckless hate? The answer is this fat fucking toad. But how did this war begin? Well, to answer your question, we're gonna have to go way back. The year is 1866. We are in the land down under, and our story begins the same way many tragedies do, with the British. You see, having gone hippity-hoppity, your ancestral home is now my property around 90 years back, the Brits were in full swing, rampantly colonising the country. And part of that included agriculture. Now, they brought with them many crops, but the important one in this story is sugarcane. Sugar was valuable, not only for trade, but also because, well, the fucking tea isn't going to sweeten itself, is it?
You know, I know some people that would actually be, like, offended that you put, like, cream and sugar in tea. They'd be like, what are you doing? What are you doing? That's not how you drink tea. And to that I say, no, that is exactly how you drink tea, because I cannot drink even coffee without cream and sugar. Well, cream and Splenda. Because I don't have sugar. I don't have sugar. Because sugar's bad for you. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, guys. Like, it's kind of funny how that works. Is that some people are, like, so against it that they're like, yo, this can't work. And it's like, Anyways, I've wasted enough of your time. Let's get back to it.
But you see, sugarcane only grows in the heat, which ruled out the south of the country. It also likes humid environments, which ruled out Western Australia, which left them with one option. And so, the cane farmers loaded up their first Stardew Valley save in Queensland in 1866. But the farmers ran into an issue. You see, Queensland is home to these nifty little bugs called Dermalopida albahertum. These are native beetles that hit their macros by munching on plant leaves. So when cane farmers joined the Queensland Minecraft server and set up a f***ing Hermitcraft-sized farm, the beetles were in heaven and set to work demolishing the plant leaves.
That's unfortunate. Also, if you guys see my model spazzing out, I don't know why my webcam does that. Even if I'm, like, sitting still, it causes my model to, like, spaz the frick out. I'll just be like, and I'll be like, okay, that's happening. So I'm not, like, spazzing in real life. I'm literally just sitting here watching, and my model will go. So if anyone has an answer for that in the comments, please let me know, because I have no idea why it does it. I don't know if it's a tracking issue or whatever. It's just really annoying. But regardless, see, here's the thing. Back then, when they were doing the sugarcane, people didn't understand how just awful bugs were. Like, today, you know, with all our farms... I knocked something over. It's okay. With all our farms and shit, we have, like, all the pesticides, all that, and we make sure it's safe for consumption. Allegedly. Like, some people say it's safe for consumption, but they're kind of, like, flaky about it, but we're not going to talk about that, because I don't want to be taken away in a dark van by the CIA. So, regardless, what I'm saying is, yeah, no shit, back then they were fucked over by beetles.
Now, funnily enough, the adult bugs weren't actually the problem. Sugarcane leaves hold full value. But the problem is that with such an abundant food source, the bugs started multiplying, laying their eggs around the base of the plants. these eggs hatched into larvae. And unlike the grown-ups, these little worms don't eat the leaves. They eat the roots.
Oh dear.
And so the sugarcane starts getting absolutely fucking spit roasted. And the farmers can do nothing but watch as sugarcane yield plummets through the floor along with their profits. This whole situation really pissed off the farmers, who banded together, went to the Australian government, and told them to fucking fix it. Sir, a horde of creatures is destroying the cane fields. And so, the Queensland government founded the Bureau of Sugar Experimentation Stations, or the BSES, in 1900. This team of crack scientists then immediately set out trying to solve the very same issue every single Factorio player faces. This player...
Or Argdice, Enfield, you know, or any factory, satisfactory. I mean, I guess Factorio is, you know, more accurate to this, but, you know how it goes.
Is covered in bugs. They are breaking my shit. How do I violently slaughter the local wildlife in order to expand capitalism and my profit margins? The BSES pondered this question for 25 fucking years.
Ah, the glorious waste of tax money. It's like, oh, you have created this department that will solve this problem. Now, for the next 25 years, we will not solve this problem. We will continue to do everything but that problem because we are spending the money you have given us. And then only at the very end, when our budget is running out, shall we give an iota of a shit about the problem. I hate governments.
They tried spraying chemical insecticides. Didn't work. They tried injecting insecticides into the soil. Didn't work. They tried releasing the fucking cordyceps fungus. And it still didn't work.
Oh dear.
Then, one day in the office, while pondering this question, someone had an idea.
Oh dear.
Okay, we are getting outmaneuvered by the cast of Bugs Life. Someone in this office, please give me anything. What about cane toads? What? Cane toads. Those big fucking fat things that exist in the cane fields in Hawaii. I mean, it's a frog. They ate.
Fun fact about cane toads, they're not actually native to Hawaii. I think they're like native to like South America or something. So they're not even native to the place they're getting them from, which is kind of funny.
Bugs? We just introduce an invasive species to fix a problem caused by an invasive species. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? And so, in June of 1936, 2,400 brave cane divers were deployed to the fields to deal with the arthropod menace. But there's just one small issue. Cane toads were fucking dog shit. Yeah, funnily enough, big, fat, slow, ground-dwelling toads were not exactly the smartest solution to deal with beetles that spend the majority of their adult...
Now, here's a fun fact about those beetles. In Japan, they actually use crabs to hunt the bugs, and it works surprisingly well. And given where Queensland is, I would assume they had access to crabs, so I'm actually surprised that they decided, of all things, to use cane toads. It's like, there were no brain cells in that room. Which is par for the course for the government, really. Like, let's be real.
Life 6 meters off the fucking ground.
It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground.
On top of that, cane toads don't dig for food either, so they didn't eat the larvae. Now, this all sounds like information that should have come up during the research and study phase of the plan. This, however, implies that there was a research and study phase.
Exactly.
The BSES did not conduct a single fucking study on environmental impact before releasing an army of cane toads. Are you fuck? This complete absence of brain cells caused a rather spectacular domino effect of ecological fuck-ups.
It also occurs to me that I am completely, like, not in the same sphere of other people reacting. Biologist VTuber reacts to this. like, you know, like, I scanned through it just to get her points to learn what, like, she had to say about it. And she's way smarter than me. Like, so much smarter than me. I'm just a fucking dude, bro, who's giving his opinions on it as it goes. But, yeah, I do that. Don't judge me. I go to reactions and skip to the reaction parts and learn what they have to say. I just want to hear what they say. And then I go back and react to mine. And I'm like, okay. And I compare it. It's a whole thing. It's stupid. But it's just something I like to do. And then even after I do my reaction, I go and watch more. And I'm like, yeah, did they say anything different? It's like, whatever. But yeah, she is far more qualified than I am. Go subscribe to her. Her content's funny. But regardless, let's get back into it. This image is funny. It's a good one to pause on.
And it's going to teach you a valuable lesson about invasive species. You see, while the cane toads barely ate what they were supposed to, they did eat. And as incredibly large omnivorous toads, they ate practically anything they could fit into their mouths. Rats, mice,
lizards,
snails, baby birds. It was the toad equivalent of fucking Kirby. And then, not unlike the exact problem they were brought here to solve, with all that food, they started reproducing. A lot. In fact, female cane toads can lay anywhere between 8,000 to 30,000 fucking eggs per clutch.
Okay, I just gotta say, that's a lot of eggs. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if humans could do that? It's like, oh, all right, dear, we're having a baby. It's like, yeah, 30,000 babies at once. It's like, oh no, like, jeez, we wouldn't have we'd be so overpopulated. Which is funny, because people consider us overpopulated, but there are places in the world, like China and Japan, that have population decline. It's like, okay, so our population is bigger than ever, but we're also declining. Like, what's happening here? Anyways, I'm getting off topic.
But I mean, this should not be too much of a problem. Australia is home to some of the deadliest creatures on the planet. Surely, the local wildlife has this under control.
Hold on, I gotta check something. Just real quick, I gotta check something. Because, hold on, is this working correctly? Because I know. Okay, it's working correctly. I felt like my microphone was picking up like too much audio from my headset. I guess it kind of is, but that might be my fan. I don't know. Whatever. Let's continue.
Wait, what? Cane toads are poisonous.
Oh. Oh no. That's not good.
So those little bulges on the shoulder, those are parotoid glands, and they are packed to the brim with bufotoxin. No, that's not a D's nuts joke.
Got him!
Now, whenever the adult toads are threatened, they will squirt this white, sticky fluid out of the glands. And when ingested, it does two things. One, makes you trip absolute balls thanks to the hallucinogenic bufotenin. And two, the other ingredient, bufogen, just straight up gives you a fucking heart attack. It's important to note that this toxin is also present in their eggs and tadpoles. Now, in their natural habitat, this isn't as much of a problem because everything around them has had thousands of years to get good and deal with this fuck-ass poison build by either developing immunity or learning to eat around the glands. But Australia is not their ecosystem, and despite all of the deadly animals we've got, they have had a grand total of 5 minutes to adapt to the presence of the fucking calid toad. Now, quick question for the class. What happens to an animal population when there is nothing to eat it? It gets bigger. And so, shortly after being introduced, a rapidly expanding tyrannid swarm of toads began to spread across the country. The BSES noticed this and, did fucking nothing. Because it technically didn't affect the sugar cane. The swarm spread further, occupying all inhabitable parts of Queensland, and they were laying so many fucking eggs that their clutches began polluting the waterways like a toxin teabag, killing native fish as well as any...
The government has fumbled so hard on this. They're like, yeah, let's introduce these toads. And they're just watching these toads destroy their country. And they're like, okay, someone's definitely getting fired, but it's now going to be me. I will have to find someone to play for this. Jeffrey, it's your fault. It's like, I'm the one who objected, Jeffrey. I don't care. You're fired. It's like, do I get fired with full benefits? If you don't say a word, full benefits. Fucking deal. And that's how it went in my head.
Any animals that drank from the water. The BSES did nothing. Those eggs hatched into tadpoles, which started killing more fish. The BSES still did nothing. The swarm advanced, breaching into the Northern Territory and New South Wales. When questioned, the BSES insisted the toads were doing their jobs and everything was fine. By the 1980s, the toads were now starving out or just f***ing eating local wildlife and one-shotting anything that tried to eat them. And considering, at this point, there were 5 million of them, that happened a lot. So, with local wildlife being absolutely fucking decimated, the BSES was forced to acknowledge that maybe, just maybe,
Listen, we fucked up.
but,
Yeah.
oh well, everyone makes mistakes, nothing we can do about it. No, they left it for the government to clean up. Sir, a second horde of creatures has escaped the cane field. Fuck! Yeah, they realised just how much damage was being done and in 1986 began funneling federal funds into controlling the population. They tried trapping and physically removing the toads, but unless they had 5 million traps, that wasn't going to do shit. Biological warfare was proposed in the form of releasing viruses and parasites, but was shot down because it would do just as much damage to the native wildlife. And so, the toad front continues to advance to this day. So where does that leave us? Short answer is kind of cane toads now threaten a total of 75 native species, and they've even driven populations of animals like the northern quoll to complete extinction
Jesus Christ.
in parts of the country they infest. And with the population now sitting at 200 million toads, that infestation is spreading, with predictions showing they will be fucking up ecosystems in 5 states in the near future. And given that they have amassed a population 10 times the size of the humans in Australia, the government has completely fucking abandoned the fight for eradication,
Oh dear.
switching focus to harm reduction, using bait toads covered in non-lethal but unpleasant substances to try to teach local wildlife that toad bad. On top of this, the government has encouraged the broader public to, just fucking kill the toads. You are supposed to do it
Reasonable.
humanely by catching them and sticking them in a freezer for 48 hours, but, most people don't want a frog taking up their freezer space, so they just use a fucking golf club or a car.
Driving in my car right after
And with this being Australia, our wildlife is also putting up a fight. Keelback snakes, for example, are immune to their venom, and Ricali and magpies have learned to flip them onto their backs before getting a feed. Now, jokes aside, you want to know who I feel genuinely fucking awful for? The toads. They didn't ask for any of this shit. They just got dumped onto a random island and did their thing, and now they are being actively hunted. No. The assholes in this story are the BSES and the cane growers. Because you may be thinking, why were they allowed to do this shit in the first place? Well, that's the neat part. They weren't. The federal government banned the fucking idea when they came up for it in...
Oh my god. Are you serious? Why is this playing? Stop it. That... Governments are all the same. All the organizations are the same. Government says no, I'm doing it anyways. Government says yes. This could have been avoided if your people weren't just so stupid. Why are humans stupid? Why are we so stupid?
1935, based on the advice of entomologists who rightly presumed the toads would become a bigger f***ing issue than the beetles.
No shit.
The BSES and the cane growers lobbied to have the ban lifted in 1936. We are stuck in permanent toad combat because these dickheads looked at scientific advice and went, nah-uh. You have got to be fucked.
Oh my god. So basically they were told, this is a fucking bad idea. And they're like, we're gonna do it anyways because we know better than the experts. Isn't that the story of humans? Really? Someone tells you they know this, they know the subject, they know the category, and they explain to you, this is bad. And they go, nah, I know better. That is humanity. Because everyone has such a friggin' ego that they have to go, yeah, I know better than everyone else, even if I don't know anything about this subject. Godspeed, Australia. You have all the deadly shit, and now you have toads attacking you. Goddamn. Anyways, if you like that, leave a comment down below if you want more reactions. Let me know what you want me to react to, because this is what I'm doing. I'm selling my soul to the reaction algorithm, so let me know what you want to react to. Join my Discord if you want to. It's found in somewhere. You'll find it. But suggest reactions, suggest content, like the video, subscribe. I've given my soul up to the reaction algorithm. Let's do this. I'll see you guys next time. Love you all.